My name's Jon Steinman, and I'm here right in front of the Weaver's Way Market Chestnut Hill store. And I've been on a book tour now for the past month, touring all throughout the northeastern United States for about 30 days, and I've been to about 30 co-ops, and I'll be continuing all the way down to North Carolina. And so I wrote a book about food co-ops, but more specifically food co-ops as they exist right now in a very rapidly changing grocery store climate where there's fewer and fewer grocers. Many of those grocers are selling a lot of the same foods that co-ops have traditionally sold. And so co-ops are now competing with some of the biggest grocers on the planet, whether it's Amazon, which of course has recently purchased Whole Foods, or Albertsons or Walmart. These are all stores that are now carrying a lot of those same products. And so I really wanted to write a book that looked at how the big grocers engage in relationships with their suppliers, what impacts that has on the people producing our food, as well as how co-ops have really been carving out a very different type of relationship with food producers, one that's much more respectful of them, in particular making sure that they're getting paid fairly. So this is a big part of my book, and it's one of the reasons I came here to Weaver's Way, because Weaver's Way is, I think, one of the leading co-ops in the country. So the reason I got into this project about 3 years ago is I had spent 10 years on the board of directors of my co-op in Nelson, British Columbia, where I'm from. And our co-op is from that same era as Weaver's Way. So we started in 1975. And I moved to my area in about 2006 and immediately got to see how much of an impact our co-op was having on local food producers, on our local economy, on the downtown of my community where our store was and still is located. And so I really wanted to tell the story of our co-op, but of course our co-op is just one of 230 of them across the United States, and we have about 12 to 15 like ours across Canada. So I wanted to share the story of all co-ops, including our own. And I also spent about 15 years as a journalist looking into the food system, looking into everything from where our food's coming from, the seed companies, genetically engineered food, and then I also explored a lot of the local food initiatives happening like farmers markets and CSAs. And after 15 years of doing this through radio and television, I really felt like there was a piece that was missing in the big conversation around food and how to get better food into our kitchens. And so I saw grocery stores as that missing piece. And so I really wanted to write something that filled the gap about how our grocery stores operate.